Hello, you all. Welcome back to another video. My name is Rayshawn. For those of you who don't know me, people call me Ray. So in today's video, I will be doing a makeup tutorial. Y'all gonna see me do my makeup, do my face, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to do it too like extravagant or anything, but I do want to do my makeup. So with that being said, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you are not, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. I like to talk about makeup, all things beauty and God, if you like to be encouraged. I also want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much for joining my channel. That lets me know that you all like what you see, and I do appreciate that. I always tell people, you know what I'm saying, eat the chicken but throw out the bone. So if it's something that you don't like, you don't have to watch it. But I know that it's some stuff that you do like, so you can watch it, because that's how I am. I'll subscribe to somebody's channel for certain content, and then if they put up something that I don't necessarily like, do or want to see, I'll just skip it. I'm not going to unfollow them, but I know that for the majority of the part, I like them, and so I follow them. Okay? Yeah. So thank you all so much for supporting your girl. I am on the road to 1K. So if you are a spectator, meaning if you're just around, you're just watching, but you don't subscribe and you don't like it, but you're watching me, like, girl, what you doing? Subscribe to my channel, okay? That means you keep coming back. That means you like me, okay? You want to see me. You like to see my face. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. And that was the intro, because typically my intro, I come on here with the look, and I'm like, they probably be like, dang, she always coming in with the whole look. Like, we want to see it, no look from whatever, okay? So I'm like, all right, that's fine, cool. That's what we're gonna do. Maybe. We're going to go ahead and start on the eyes first. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Thread Beauty Concealer. This one is in the shade number 8, Warm Brown. I'm just using this concealer as my base. And you all know that we use concealer as a base. So for my eyeshadow, I will be using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill, the Divine Neutrals palette. This is how it looks. It is definitely a staple palette. I think I'm going to do a matte eye. So I'm not using any shimmers. I'm just going to be using the top row here. This is the row I'm going to use, because this palette does have a top row, all mattes, bottom row, all shimmers. So we're going to use the top row, and I'm going to call out the shades so that you guys can know what I'm using in case you do have this palette. And even if you don't have this palette, you still can just follow up with whatever shades that you have that are closest to. I'm going to go in with the shade called Booked. I'm going to use Booked as my transition shade, actually. And I'm just placing this in my crease. So what you want to do when you're using a transition shade is you want to build up your crease. You want to build up that transition. So using the transition shade is going to help your other shades stand out a little bit more. This is basically what we would call the foundation of your eyeshadow. I know some people go straight way in with their lid shade and they just kind of work their way up. I like to start from the top and work my way down. That's just easiest for me. You guys, I need some new brushes so bad. Like, when I say so bad, like, I need to be willing to spend at least like $60, $50 on some brushes, because I need them that bad. These brushes are wear and tear. Like, no, I need some new brushes, okay? So now that I've built up the crease to my liking, I'm just going to leave it right here. I definitely like to make sure I see the crease, okay? As you guys can see, I did not take the eyeshadow all the way up underneath my brow bone. That's unnecessary. You always want to leave that area lightest, because naturally when you get your eyebrows arched, that's always the lightest area. So you want to keep those same, you want to like mimic that even with makeup, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of weird, but still, you want your makeup to look like makeup, but you want it to look wearable. So we're going to go ahead and move on to my second shade, which is going to be my crease shade, and I'm going to use a shade called Cinnamon Roll. I'm going to use the same brush, because sometimes using the same brush can give you a better blend. Put this color on a little lower than the first color. And of course, we're going to go back in with that first color just to blend it out, to make sure that there is a smooth transition between both shades. I tried to come on here and make videos for you all. I done tried like 2 to 3 times. I guess the Lord was like, no, no. But I just refuse to come on here and give y'all like any kind of content just to say I posted content. Like, that's the thing. And what I also need to do is have a YouTube schedule as to what days I'm going to post. Because right now I just post whenever I feel like it. And I feel like, people become invested. And so it's like, you need to post. You need to give them the days that you're going to post, so they can be, so they can have something to look forward to, or just, so they can know that you're coming. Basically, I want to post at least twice a week. I know that some people post once a week. I feel like once a week is not enough. Definitely if you post on like a Sunday. I just feel like that's so far few in between. I'm going back in with that first shade called Book, and I am just blowing out that transition shade. Go back in with the shade called Cinnamon Roll. I'm going to just build this up a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. I feel like if I would have been as consistent as I thought I was going to be, then I would have been at 1K. And so I'm like, you're not at 1K because you have not been that consistent. Honestly, I've been trying to figure it out. What I'm going to do, like just my brand itself on YouTube. I've been trying to figure it out. So now I have that down. Who I am, what I'm about, you know, what I do, and things like that. So that you're not confused and I'm not confused. You know what I'm saying? So now that I figured that out, I can come on here and do what I need to do. Okay? Now that I have that down, I can definitely come on here and just be myself and come on here and do the things that I want to do. Again, this eye will be matte. So now I'm just way more confident. I'm like way more confident in what I'm doing now. And I think that that is what is going to take me far. You know, me being confident in what I'm doing, it gives you guys the confidence to know that you're watching someone who you're confident in the person that you're watching. Like, okay, I can learn this from this person. I can get this from this person, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And you're not just watching me idly. And I'm not doing this idly, if that makes sense. I don't believe in doing things for no reason. I just don't believe in that. I don't believe in doing anything for no reason. It kind of doesn't make any sense to me. Hence, when I was on Instagram for a long time, I think I started Instagram back in 2014, maybe 13, not really sure. And of course, all we was doing was posting pictures. So I was just the selfie queen. And all I would do was post pictures of myself. This is before I even became a makeup artist or even worked with any retail or anything of that sort. Okay. And so I would just be posting pictures of myself. And that's all I would do. And I did that for some time, for some years. It was just up until about 2 years ago when I said, not doing that no more. I just wanted to, no, maybe 3 years ago. And I was just like, I don't think I want to do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it really wasn't getting me anywhere. You know, I had to realize why I was posting. And at first I was posting because I literally wanted people to, you know, see my pictures and it was cute and I just wanted to be seen. That was the reason, because I wanted to be seen. Then the second reason was, okay, now I'm posting because I want people to, you know, notice me as a makeup artist when I really didn't have my clientele like that. So I was still kind of, you know, in limbo with the posting. I was still posting myself, but, you know, I mean, you knew that I was in makeup, but it was hard to tell if I was an actual makeup artist who did makeup on other people. Like I was in the service industry, you know. But lately, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start posting intentionally. I'm going to start posting intentionally now. I'm not going to be on here posting for no reason. Definitely since Instagram is treating it like, you know, because you're not about anything, then you don't need to be posting. That's basically how they see it. Like if you don't have content that is something worth it or a value, they feel like they don't want to push you and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to be more intentional about the content that I'm posting because it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to post yourself. If you want to put yourself out there, that is okay. If you want to use it as your photo, your like visual photo book or whatever, then that's fine too. You know, everybody have their own reason and purpose as to why they do it. But for me, I don't believe in doing things for no reason. And I just come to that revelation a few years ago. And then I also prayed about it. I was like, Lord, I don't want to be on Instagram, YouTube, no platform for absolutely no reason. That's not something that I want to do. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I just want to be more intentional about what I'm posting. I'm just using this matte color, putting it on my eyes. I've been loving mattes on myself and my clients. I have been loving them. Like the looks, I have just been loving it. And I think I've been loving it because for a long time, I've been wanting to use mattes. But mattes have been so hard for me to use because I felt like they will always break up. When I sprayed my face or my client's face, it would just, you know, just all become a mess, girl, just a whole hot mess, you know. And I probably at the time too didn't know how to use mattes that well. I was so comfortable with using shimmers. They were more easier to use and you do makeup a lot quicker with a shimmer shade. Throw in a shimmer shade, girl, you good to go. But like now I really love the matte eyeshadow looks. I really do. And because I do them more, I feel like I'm perfecting my craft as far as like, you know, using mats and things like that. And that's another thing I want to talk about, you know, perfecting your craft. Anything that you do, like far as me, I'm a makeup artist. And so my style of makeup is soft glam. I didn't say just soft makeup. I said soft glam. So it's going to be glamorous, but soft. That is my style of makeup. I do digress. And so I feel that people who are in the makeup industry, I feel like it's very important that they have a style and by which they do makeup. Because when you have your style, or when you find your style, that's how you will find your audience. Your audience will find you by your style. Some people can go on your page and they might be a little bit confused as to what it is that you do. They're like, what I don't know what does she do? You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to know that they can trust you with this particular style. So I found my style, and my style is soft glam makeup. And so I've perfected it. I had to get out of my head, you know, Rayshawn, will people gonna think that's all you can do. It doesn't matter what people think. I know what my style is for me. I know what my style is. I'm not doing makeup for Instagram. I had to tell myself that you're not doing makeup for Instagram, Rayshawn. You're doing makeup for the clients. You are in the service industry and you are servicing your clients. And if soft glam makeup is what you do, then you perfect that, okay? Not only do you perfect that, but you be the best at it. That's what I tell myself, point blank, period. So that when you look at my page, you're like, wow, she's really good. You guys don't know how many times a client has complimented me on my style of makeup just because it was that particular style. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do rhinestones, cut creases. And some people can do it, but not everybody want to do it. Mind you, those styles take a while. I mean, it just depends. But again, not everybody wants to do that. Some people can do it, but they don't want to be known for doing that because that's not something that they just want to do all the time. Maybe sometimes they'll throw it in there like me. I'll sometimes throw a rhinestone, a glitter, a cut crease. You know, as far as my clients go, I'll throw it in there sometimes. But that's not something that I want to do with every single client that I have. Do I want my clients to know that I can do that, that is available to them if they want it? Yes, just because I can, not because I don't want to. It's just that I can provide that service for them, that full glam rhinestones, you know, just glitter, bottom lashes, the works. I can provide that for them. But starting off in my makeup journey, that is not what my clients wanted. Period. That's just not what they wanted. So I had to tone it down. I had to hone in. I mean, when I say every client, almost every single client wanted a soft glam, neutrals, light lashes. That's what they wanted. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, Rayshawn, perfect this because this is what they want. I feel like this year, 2023, my makeup style has definitely improved. 100. I'm gonna add the shade called Mulberry from the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I want to put it like right here in my crease. I am going to be doing a cat eye. I don't want it to be like plain, but I will be doing a cat eye. Cat eye has become like one of my favorite eyes to do. I really like doing it, but I'm going to add the inner corner part and all of that like towards the end because I have to do my foundation and stuff like that. I'm going to be using the NYX Professional On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara. But this mascara is pretty decent. I noticed that it's not their newer one, but it's pretty decent. My beauty supply store does not keep up with like the newest products from NYX. This is one of those mascaras that have the like the plasticky bristles. They're not really soft. You know, like Maybelline be having. I'm going to be using my eyelashes from ORAYBEAUTY. I already know I use these all the time, and I'm going to continue to use them. Period. If you want me, I'm going to be going in with the five. Oh my gosh. So for my primer, I'm going to be using the Refi Face Primer. This is the Glow and Sculpt Face Primer. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this brand that before the sale, I've never heard of this brand before. Then after the sale, I just keep hearing about it like literally over and over again. It just feels so good. I feel like I'm just doing like skincare. And this primer does get tacky. You can just like kind of tap it a little bit around, but it does get tacky because it is a primer, so your foundation will have something to stick to. I need my nails done, so let's not talk about it, okay? Oh, yes. I wanted to do something different in today's video. I almost forgot because I'm so used to sitting here doing the same thing. And that's another thing. I told myself, like, we're going to switch it up. We're going to be switching it up. I'm not about to do the same thing. I don't like to try new stuff, to be honest. Definitely when it comes to makeup. But since I'm not about to go nowhere for real, I want to try it. I'm going to be going in with my triangle sponge. This is not a sponge. I'm going to be going in with the triangle powder puff, and I'm going to be putting my foundation on with it. This is not something that I would do on a normal basis at all, okay? So we're going to do that. Now, again, I would not initially put on foundation with a powder puff, but I'm only doing that because the girl said that it's supposed to, I don't know what they said, to be honest. I never really watched it like that, but I heard through the grapevine it's supposed to give you like a smooth look, child. I don't know, but we finna see. So for my foundation today, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This one is in the shade 560W. I'm gonna pump this on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna kind of rub it in a little bit because I don't want like all of that product to just be on my powder puff. So I'm just going to do it like that. So this is how we're looking so far. Press this on my skin and hope that the makeup got onto the sponge and my face. I keep calling it a sponge. It's a powder puff. It is not a sponge, Rayshawn. Okay. Definitely giving coverage. Now I'm going to be real with you. That looks pretty good. And you have to move it around quickly because it is a powder puff. You don't want the makeup to like sink into your powder puff. You want it to go directly on your skin. So moving quickly is key. And we are looking good. Wait a minute. Let me gather my thoughts. I'm trying to get by my eyebrows without getting on my hair. There are no streaks on my face. Okay? So I like that. I don't have to worry about like, oh, is it streaky? No, you guys, it will not be streaky if you did this. I don't know if I would do this all the time, but like, to be honest, it's okay. Like if you was on, you know, you had a long night and, you know, you was at work and you was rushing, you didn't have a brush and all you had was your powder puff, because this is something that you keep in your makeup bag, and you had your foundation. This is safe to say that you can use it and you will look flawless, okay? Don't even worry about it. This is cute. We move. Now I'm going to go ahead and use some concealer to conceal underneath my eyes, to, you know, bring back some light to my face. That is why we use concealer. We use concealer to bring back light to the face. As you can see, I am one note, okay? I am just a dark-skinned queen, and that's fine. I want to stay melanated, but I also want to add some dimension to my face. When I turn, I want you to see my angles, my cheekbones, my jaw, my nose. You know, everything has to stand out in the way God intended it to, okay? And we're going to use makeup to do that. So for my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is how it looks. This reminds me of the Nika K concealer, the Nika K multi-use. This one also says the Nika K multi-use concealer, super coverage. And this one says multi-use sculpting concealer. Because I told you this concealer right here, it does have good coverage. These might be equivalent to each other as far as like the color. This one does have a more of a like a thicker, creamier texture, which I do like, which makes a little go a long way because it's very rich in texture, if that makes sense. And then we have this one, which is just the girl's favorite. And my concealer is in the shade Mocha. So I'm going to put some underneath my eyes. I'm going to use my powder puff to blend it out because I want to see, like, is it going to be all that it's going to be, okay? You don't have to go in as light as me. I might just go in with the Thread Beauty Cover It Concealer. I'm just going to add a little bit on the outer corners. So boom, we're going to let this sit for a little while just to get like a little bit tacky. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, while we wait for the concealer to get tacky, is that, you know, you have to find your style as a makeup artist. Find your style as a person, like your own personal style of makeup and how you like to look on a day-to-day basis if you wear makeup. Like if you all see me, I literally have the same look. You will never not notice me. I literally look the same. I found my style and how I like my eyebrows to look. I found my style of makeup a few years ago, and I found that that was very important. And so I do my makeup literally the same all the time. Like my brows used to change, like shifting shadows back in the day. So, you know, as a makeup artist, it's also good to know your style, stick with that, and don't let social media bully you into, you know, having to do other things. Sometimes you need to perfect your craft, perfect your style, and know your audience. If you don't perfect your style, you will never have the audience that you want. Okay, you would never, like, because your style of makeup attracts the audience that comes to you. So you might be like, why I keep getting these kind of persons, why I keep getting this, whatever. That's because that's your style of makeup. They're coming to you for that. You like, why nobody? Because I was in that place. I was like, why no one ever asked me to do the cut crease, the big lashes? Like, only far few in between people ask me to do that. That's not really my style. My style is soft glam. So people come to me for that. And so I said, okay, well, I'm going to perfect that. I'm going to be a beast at it. And as you guys can see, my clientele is from the ages of, let's see, the ages about 17, 18 to about 40, 45. Normally get the soft glam, then every far few between, I'll get somebody who wants, you know, a little bit extra. Even my like 25, 24-year-olds, 30, girl, they be wanting the same, they be wanting soft glam too. I said, okay, then it's soft girl era. Soft girl is soft girl makeup, and that's what the girls want to see. So we're gonna go ahead now and blend out this concealer. Let's go ahead and blend out this concealer. I'm a bit nervous because this is different. I don't normally use a sponge, once again, to blend out a sponge. This is not a sponge. This is a powder puff. I do not normally blend my concealer out with a powder puff, but I'm trying something new today. Okay? For y'all, for me. Okay, that's not bad. I moved a little bit too fast. I got these nails on, make it so hard for me to use a sponge. For real, for real. But let me see. Not this sponge. If I say sponge, no, I mean powder puff. Get by that nose. Make sure you get underneath your eye. I'm picking up that little tapping motions, not, you know, just doing it too much. Little tapping motions are better. And you guys, I did not wet this powder puff. I'm literally just going in with this powder puff. Mama and auntie and them used to do this. We just catching on. It's taking me a little longer to blend out my concealer, but it's blending out beautifully. And I have on nails, so I'm struggling. It's leaving no lines of demarcation. There are no like lines, and you like, okay, girl, I can tell where you had it at, where you didn't. Like, no, you can't. It's doing so good. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Chestnut. This is how it looks on the inside. I always wish I got her darker shade, but this is fine as well. So after you blend out your concealer, you're going to see every area where you need to place bronzer, okay? So we can see that it needs to be right here, a little bit here, and on the forehead. So that's a telltale sign of where your bronzer needs to go, just in case you didn't know that. And then so sometimes people just leave that area blank and just use that blank area as a bronzer. But I want to just ensure that, you know, my little slash big forehead is covered. And I didn't put that much bronzer on because I don't want my skin to be oily. Pause for the cause because I almost forgot. We're supposed to be doing a blush. And I have a new blush today. This is the Juvia's Place Liquid Blush in Rosy Posy. It is very pink. I'm going to definitely get some more, but I just wanted to try it because pink is trending. I'm just trying to keep up with the trends for now because I'm not a trendy girl, you know? So we're going to see if this is going to work for me because I picked it. Oop, oop, oop. I'm blush friendly, so I probably do a little too much. I do want it a little higher than normal, absolutely. I want it to go across my nose. Okay. I'm scared. I'm a little nervous. I want to use my sponge to blend this out too. Should I? I don't got time for no mess. We're just going to sponge it out today. Okay. 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 I like that. Hold on a little bit more. I just need some out. Yes. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna be like, Rayshawn, it ain't that serious. Okay, we're good. Ooh, we're good. One thing I can say about this powder puff is that it's making me out to be a blend queen. Like when I say your girl is blended, your girl is blended, okay? Like go back, whatever brush you need, just about the edge, just a little teeny bit. Cheeks are popping. Time to set this makeup. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Baby Bake powder and Kunafa. We're going to just go ahead and just go in with this one only today. I'm going to use the same powder puff, and don't judge me. This will save you a lot of money on Geico. Like, you don't got to use that many brushes. Using the same powder puff, and I'm just going to set underneath my eyes. Because one thing about it, this powder puff going to come through for the girls. Oh, my goodness. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Please, baby, don't play with it. Okay, next. I don't do a little bit too much in the same spot, a little bit too long. That's what happens. I can do 2 layers of powder when I set underneath my eyes, always. Do you see how this thing just set my makeup? Got me looking like a snatched queen. We're going to do the forehead, T-zone area. You already know. That's how we moving. I so apologize for not going back into what I was talking about, but this turned into something else, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I hope that you're okay with that, and we can go ahead and move on, okay? Mm-hmm. This powder already good, but this powder puff is just making it even better. It's showing what the powder should really look like. That's why most powders are made with a powder puff. To use them with a powder puff, but we use brushes, we use sponges, but they're really made for powder puffs. Gives you that smooth, filtered look. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, all of my little areas are set. Make sure you set by your nose because sometimes it be a little moist right there. Set them brows, sometimes be a little moist over there too. To set my full face, I'm going to go in with this powder from MAC. I don't know what just happened here, but okay. I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Glamour Bronze Bronzer. This one is in the shade Leader. This is how it looks. I want to say they still have these, but they may have changed up the packaging or something like that. Brands need to start making pro makeup. What do you mean by that, Rayshawn? Like they make makeup for the individual makeup enthusiast, and like no one makes makeup for the makeup artist anymore. And I just feel like they should, because I watch African makeup tutorials, like African girls do makeup, and they have palettes. They work with palettes, and I just feel like the American makeup, they stopped making makeup for professionals. They started just making makeup for the everyday woman, and I understand, and I totally I get it. But can we go back to also making makeup for the professionals so that we don't have to have all of these thousands of products all over the place, you know? Because I would love to have kits. Like, I would love to have palettes, like a bronzing palette from Morphe of like all of their bronze that they have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a palette. And then even like make more lipstick palettes and, just things like that. Make more powder palettes, like powder palettes that got like circles in it. Like now you see small businesses making palettes, like bronzing palettes and things like that. But I just kind of want something that's like all blushes, all bronzers, all contours, just all lipstick, all lip gloss. They used to make stuff like that back in the day, but they don't do that anymore. Everything is accessible and available for everyone, but like, let's get back to making makeup for the professional, please. Thank you. So this is the Juvia's Place Blush Rouge Palette Volume 4. This is, again, a pink blush palette. I'm going to use this one, this color at the top. I'm going to put it right in between. I'm going to add a little bit of this. Earth might say I'm not going to add it. I go in with it anyway. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, the bottom color, and just fluff it on top. Not too much, because you don't want it to look, pale or like, Because it's light, it's almost giving like a glow. It's almost like a highlight. Like, I would love to try this underneath my eyes with my, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to try this like right underneath my eyes, like some more, like really get up underneath my eyes. I would love to do that one day. just to see like how it's going to actually look. Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette to do my bottom lash line. When you're doing your bottom lash line, it should not be that heavy just because you're doing your bottom lash line. Like, keep it as close to your eyelashes as possible. It should not be eyeshadow all the way down here. So when I do my clients' makeup bottom lash line now, I use the smallest brush possible, even something like a brush that I use to clean my brows with, as long as it's super flat and skinny, because sometimes it can be a mess under there. So if you have like eye bags, you want to take your eyeshadow down as far down as your eye bags go. I know they don't make no sense, but believe me, it works. Now, if your eye bags come down here, you know I don't mean like that. Like, my eye bags are little bitty eye bags, but they like literally right underneath my eyes. So that's where your eyeshadow should stop at, and you should not go any further than your natural eye bags. This is a great way to cover up your eye bags too. I spray my face. I'm gonna cover my eyeshadow. I hate when the bottom of my face just looks dark like a 5 o'clock shadow. I do not like that. I don't like it on other people, and I definitely don't like it on me. This is why I do the reverse contour method, because it balances out everything that's up here. Honestly, like, my ears are really sticking out. I do not appreciate that. The heck, like, no ma'am. This highlighter is beautiful. Like, do you see it? Beautiful, right? Like, it just need to be like a peak highlight, not too much. Like, it's giving, it looks wet. Put up here, back. I think I will always be a highlighter girl. I don't think I would never, ever not be a highlighter girl. Look how it just completed my look. It just completed the look. Say it did, because it most definitely did. It literally just completed my whole entire look. See that off. I am done with this makeup. Let me go ahead and switch my shirts, because I'm always in my robe. I'm gonna switch out my shirt, and then I'm gonna be back. So we'll come right back with the finished, like, put together look. Okay.
2,000 years later.
I would definitely try this out again. Definitely. It did a great job. Not only did it do a good job, but there's not even a lot of makeup on this powder puff. Like, you would think it would be a mess. Messy, gross, wet. You would think it'd be wet. It's like, no, it's not. I can literally put this in my purse if I needed to do my little powder touch-ups. Girl, I don't know. I can talk a lot about it. But if you ain't got your hands on the powder puff, boo, I suggest you get one. I suggest you get one, because it's really, really that good. It's that girl. The Juvia's Place blush, which was not a review, I loved it. I thought it was going to be too light for me. When I got it, I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, maybe I just, I took a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? But girl, like, it's all in your application. Ooh, this wig is tight. Ugh. It's all in your application. Look at my cheeks. My cheeks look so good. I did end up putting my lip gloss in the middle of my brown, because I just felt like it was a little bit too dark. Like, it was a little bit too dark. So I did put this in the middle. This is ORAYBEAUTY from my brand in the shade Barbie. Look, give it a thumbs up. I will see you all in my next video. I love you all. Bye.